Hi, everybody, and welcome to Ivy English. I'm Karen.
And I'm Wesley.
Today is December 23rd. Tomorrow will be Christmas Eve. Are you ready? We're on page 66, and we are going to be talking about Christmas today, and we're going to break it into 2 days. Part 2 will be tomorrow. Our title is Stranger Than Santa, a cast of quirky Christmas characters.
好，那 Stranger Than Santa 就是比圣诞老人还要奇怪的啊。然后呢，副标题说 A cast of the cast 就是我们所谓的卡司啊，就有一群啊这样的。Quirky 就是怪奇的啊，这奇奇怪怪的 unusual， 但是它通常是有一种 interesting 的这个 unusual， 好，然后呢，它的这样的一群这个怪奇的 Christmas characters 圣诞人物。
Right. Now, if you want to describe somebody to somebody else who doesn't know them, you might say, they're kind of quirky, but, kind of cute.
所以你可能要介绍某个人的时候呢，你就可以介绍，这个人他有一点怪怪的，但是蛮可爱的。
他有一些怪癖. There's some funny things about this person. There's some odd things that are not very usual.
Yeah.
But we're not judging them negatively because of it. We're just saying that this makes this person pretty distinctive. But like Wesley said, it's usually kind of a positive judgment.
Yeah, 例如其实各位可以联想我们常可以讲说 a quirky and creative artist. 一个艺术家他很有创造力，可是他可能有些地方就会让你觉得跟一般人不太一样。
For example, maybe they wear really crazy colors and big glasses.
Yeah, 他也许穿的这个衣服颜色很鲜艳啊，很奇怪很疯狂的颜色，或者戴一个大大的眼镜，或者像以前我有一个教授啊，这个学问非常好的一个意大利籍的教授，他每次上课呢一定要穿一件黑色的袍子，他就跟学校买了一件那个黑色的毕业袍，然后那毕业袍上面沾满了粉笔灰，非常有趣的一个人啊。那他说这件袍子就是要用来挡粉笔灰的。可是他从来不清理，
Oh no!
每次一上课就穿那件袍子，然后跑来跑去啊，非常有趣的一个人，然后学问非常的好，很有趣的一个人。
I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah. Right. But that's a perfect example of a quirky person. This person is quirky, but we really respect and admire him.
好，所以呢，他有一点跟人家不太一样的地方，但是我们还是觉得，我们还是很尊敬他，觉得说，这个人还是蛮厉害的。
Yeah, it's kind of affectionate sometimes.
Yeah.All
right, let's finish looking at the title. So Stranger Than Santa, we've already talked about. A cast of quirky Christmas characters. Watch out, this is a compound noun. So quirky is just an adjective. Christmas is a noun. We stress quirky, we stress Christmas, but characters is another noun. Christmas modifies characters. They're both nouns, so we don't stress the noun that is modified. Quirky Christmas characters.
好，所以注意呢 Christmas characters 重音在 Christmas 上面，因为它是一个复合名词。
Okay, and here's our article. Stranger Than Santa, a cast of quirky Christmas characters. Santa Claus is recognized as a kind, lovable symbol of Christmas. Sure, he keeps a list of who's naughty and nice, but he's a jolly old soul, known for his generosity and amazing ability to squeeze down narrow chimneys. However, not all of the figures associated with this festive holiday are so adorable.In fact, some are truly frightening, violent, peculiar, or just plain different from good old Santa. Let's look at some of these more unusual Christmas characters. Krampus. If you were to design a being that was the exact opposite of Santa, you might come up with Krampus, who resembles a horned demon. Having been a part of the Christmas-time traditions in certain regions of Germany and Austria for centuries,Krampus not only looks evil, but also acts in a vicious manner. With a dark, hairy body and a long, scary-looking tongue, Krampus carries sticks that he uses to hit mischievous kids. On his back, the terrifying beast also has a basket to cart naughty boys and girls away to the underworld. The monster's origins are believed to date back to pre-Christian times, and even though the Catholic Church tried to get rid of this pagan character,His popularity has persisted. Zvarta Pete. While Krampus may scare kids into being good so they can avoid his wrath, Zvarta Pete, or Black Pete, is a funny, kindly character in Dutch culture. He shows up before Christmas, December 5th to be exact, acting humorously and dressed in bright clothing to help Sinterklaas, a patron saint of children. However, this seemingly innocent character is also controversial. This is because those who pretend to be Zvarta Pete are Dutch people who use blackface to portray the dark-skinned character. Because the performance resembles a minstrel show, many view it as racist, although not everyone sees it that way. Okay, we kind of left off right in the middle of things because we're going to have a second part to the article tomorrow, so let's just go over what we have for today. Title again, Stranger Than Santa, a cast of quirky Christmas characters. Our first sentence, Santa Claus is recognized as a kind, lovable symbol of Christmas.
好，所以我们看到圣诞老公公呢 is recognized as 就是被视为被认为是这样子，是一个什么样的 a kind 一个亲切和善的lovable 就是惹人爱的attracting love 或者是 affection 那这样的一个 symbol of Christmas 一个圣诞节的一个象征。
Watch out for the G in recognized. Don't say recognized. It's recognized. 那个 G 要念出来，而且要蹲一下。Recognized. Recognized. That's the usual American pronunciation. In British English, it's often recognized. So it's different between American and British, but for American, please watch the G. You should pronounce it.
好，那这个注意，这个 recognize 那个 G 的声音呢，在美式英语里面，那个 G 是要发音的不要你直接 recognize 那个比较贴近英式的发音。
Okay, and also in some dialects in America, they also leave it out. But in more standard English, we pronounce the G. Sure, he keeps a list of who's naughty and nice, but he's a jolly old soul known for his generosity and amazing ability to squeeze down narrow chimneys. Now, there's a lot of cultural content in this sentence. So first of all, he's keeping a list of who's naughty and nice is from the song. Mm-hmm. There's a Christmas song.
Yeah, 一条圣诞歌曲里面的一个歌词
Yeah, he's keeping a list of who's naughty and nice, and then 后面的你查网路就有了, but everybody knows it, and it comes straight from the song. And a jolly old soul, we often use the word jolly to describe Santa. One reason is because he's so fat. And if a fat person is also very humorous and funny and cheerful, we will call them jolly.
好，这个 jolly 呢，就是各位想到圣诞老公公那个样子，就是 jolly 就是很开心、很愉快的、胖胖的然后这个心情很好那这个兴高采烈的，那样就是 jolly 这个字的意思。
And the last part also refers to his being overweight, because chimneys are not always that big. So if a very large person with a very big belly tries to get into the house through the chimney, it's very possible he will get stuck.And there are lots of stories and cartoons where Santa does get stuck.
好，那另外一个就是这个圣诞老公公他会从这个很狭窄的烟囱下去但是圣诞老公公用胖胖的，他 overweight 他是这个有点过重了，体型过重了所以他其实要下去烟囱不容易也有很多笑话，很多卡通就是描述圣诞老公公就卡在那个烟囱里面那其实是很可能会发生的事情。
However, not all of the figures associated with this festive holiday are so adorable. This festive holiday is just a phrase to avoid repeating Christmas.
那但是呢 not all of 就是并不是所有的the figures 就是人物 associated with 跟什么什么有关跟什么有关呢？跟这个 this festive holiday 这一个很欢乐的假日，那其实在这里它 this festive holiday 就是指 Christmas 它是为了避免重复。
Right. In Chinese, you often say 佳节快乐. Now, 佳节 could mean anything, and that's to avoid maybe offending people who are not Christians instead of saying 圣诞快乐 or 耶诞快乐.
Yeah.
佳节 can refer to New Year's, Christmas, or anything. And so this festive holiday could be anything.But we've just talked about Christmas, so of course here it means Christmas.
好，那这个不是说所有的 festive holiday 都是指 Christmas， 而是说这里呢，它是用 festive holiday 来代替前面提过的 Christmas， 因为这跟中文的佳节一样，佳节快乐，那个佳节不一定是哪一个节所以在这里这个 festive holiday 的作用跟佳节差不多那 festive 它意思就是跟节庆有关的，很欢乐的那个意思好，所以这一句就告诉我们说，并不是所有跟这个欢乐的佳节有关联的 这些人物呢，并不是所有的都是非常 adorable， 就是 lovable 啊，就是 charming， 都是他们并不是每一个都很可爱，很这个
惹人爱
的那种感觉 ，Yeah.
In fact, some are truly frightening, violent, peculiar, or just plain different from good old Santa.
好，那事实上呢 ，some 就是指 some figures 哈，这有一些跟圣诞节有关的人物呢，他们是 truly 真的非常的 frightening， 就是很可怕的哈 ，terrifying。好，然后呢，或者是 violent， 他们也许很暴力哈，再不然就是 peculiar， 就是古怪的啊，这个 strange or unusual 啊，那 peculiar 就没有那个 quirky 那种可爱的感觉，那种正面的感觉的啊 ，peculiar 就是怪怪的，就是有点古怪的。
Yeah, either it's 比较中性 or sometimes negative.
它要么就比较中性，要么它有的时候是比较有一点负面的，好，或者是 just plain different from 哈。那 plain 在这里呢，它是用来加强语气的哈，就是这个 plain 常常可以用来加强语气，就是 clearly、simply 之类的意思。
Simply, yeah.
好 ，simply， 例如你可以说I'm just plain tired 啊，我就是累啊，就非常的累啊。啊，或者是有人啊 ，he's just plain stubborn 啊，他就是啊，这个非常的啊，没什么别的，就是这个倔强的跟驴子一样哈。
没什么别的 is a good translation.
没什么别的哈，就是这样子啊。那所以这个 just plain different 就是不一样了啊，没什么好说，就是不一样哈。哪里不一样呢？跟谁不一样呢 ？Different from good old Santa。那 good old 这两个字啊 ，good old 它常常可以放在名词前面，那可以表示很熟悉啊
，Exactly，
很亲切啊
right，
喜欢啊，哈，或者有时候有那种赞同的意思。
All of those are true, but here I would say the emphasis is on familiar. That means they're all just different from the Santa that we are familiar with.
然后那在这里呢，他特别强调就是那个很熟悉的那种感觉啊，所以 good old 可以放在名词的前面，这例如说，大概很多人最常听到就 the good old days 啊，the good old days 不一定是说那个 good 然后的 old days， 而是 good old days 就是大家都一想起来哇，那种往日时光一想起来就很熟悉那种感觉。
But I would say in that case they do actually emphasize good, like it's an old person who's thinking the past is better than the present. But with good old Santa, it just means 普普通通的，就是那个家喻户晓的那个 Santa。
哦，所以这里还是有一点点不一样了哈。那这 good old days 啊 ，good old days 里面呢，那 good 还是有一点点意思在里面的。Often， 因为想起来哇，这个往日总是想起来都是很美好的嘛啊，所以这个地方各位就，但是在这里呢 ，good old Santa 就是指啊，我们大家都很熟悉的那一个圣诞老公公。
Let's look at some of these more unusual Christmas characters.
好，那我们来看看这些这个圣诞人物里面的比较 more unusual 比较不寻常的几位。
Krampus. Now I'm saying it with a German pronunciation, but if it were an American reading it, they'd probably say Krampus.
好，那这个发音啊，像Karen 老师刚刚念那个是德文的发音啊，那美国人可能会念的 Krampus 啊，这样来念
or Krampus maybe.
Yeah, Krampus, yeah.
If you were to design a being that was the exact opposite of Santa, you might come up with Krampus, who resembles a horned demon.
好，所以 if you were to 就是如果你要design 设计 a being 啊，在这里就是 a person， 你要设计一个人啊，那这个人怎么样 ？That was the exact opposite of Santa 啊 ，the exact opposite of 就是跟什么完全相反。所以你现在如果要设计一个人，他跟圣诞老公公完全相反的话呢 ，you might 你可能会 come up with， 就你可能会做出来，你可能会想出来，好，这个 Krampus， 为什么呢？因为他 resembles 就是跟什么很相像哈 ，to be like or similar to， 它很像一个 horned， 就是有角的，通常长在头上啊，有角的 demon 啊，这个英文里面 a horned demon 也是常见的一个 collocation 啊，就因为英文的这个 demon 那个恶魔头上都有长角的。
Yeah， 就坏得很彻底的那种。
Oh, yeah.
Having been a part of the Christmas time traditions in certain regions of Germany and Austria for centuries, Krampus or Krampus not only looks evil, but also acts in a vicious manner.
好，那 having been part of 就是一直是啊，这个分词构句，它一直是好 the Christmas time traditions。Christmas time 就是 the Christmas season 啊，圣诞时节的一个传统，它一直是圣诞时节传统的一部分啊。那是在哪个地区是圣诞传统的一部分呢？在 certain regions， 在某一些地区啊，在德国啊，在奥国啊，有某一些地区啊 一直这个它一直是当地的圣诞传统啊。
So I think it's southern Germany. That's the part closer to Austria.
可能应该是德国南部啊。那 for centuries 数百年来一直是圣诞传统的一部分，在这些地区啊。那这整个东西修饰的都是后面这个主要子句的主词 Krampus。Krampus 它就是这些地区几百年的圣诞传统里面的一部分。那它不但 looks evil， 它不但看起来很邪恶 evil 啊，而且呢 acts 它的行为也是怎么样 in a vicious manner 啊 ，vicious 就是凶暴的啊，恶毒的啊 ，wicked 啊 ，wicked 啊，所以它不但这个长得很邪恶，而且它行为啊也很恶毒、很凶暴。
With a dark, hairy body and a long, scary-looking tongue, Krampus carries sticks that he uses to hit mischievous kids. Now, watch out for this word, mischievous. When I was in grade school, like around 3rd grade, our teachers pointed out that don't say mischievous, it's mischievous. And if they tell you something in a school in America, it's, not to do something. It's because a lot of people are already doing it. So even when I was small, a lot of people said mischievous. But look at the spelling. Mischievous 后面没有 I. 照理说不应该是 mischievous. 应该是 mischievous. And I still say mischievous. However, I would say that the majority of people who I hear speak English say mischievous. And I think Angela is one and Chris is one.
OK.
Yeah.
好，所以这个 mischievous 调皮的这个字呢，重音应该是在前面啊。那这个 Karen 老师讲，他小时候呢，这个老师特别跟他们讲说，重音在前面哦，不要把它念到后面去了。
不只是重音的问题，是多出一个音 mischievous 也多了一个 e。
而且会多出一个mischievous 会多一个 e 的声音 vious 那所以不要这样念哦。那这个 Karen 老师讲很有趣，就是老师会这样提醒，就表示很多人这样念啊。但是那个当时或者现在当时至少当时认为那个是不对的、不正确的发音。好，那不过呢 ，Karen 老师提醒各位，但现在他听到很多 native speaker 也都是念成 mischievous。I
think it's the majority now，
而且是大多数都是这样念啊。那所以各位你可以自己做选择啊。那我是觉得还是念 mischievous 因为那样子你比较好，你最少不会拼错字。
Right。
好，那我们来看看这个句子哈。他说呢，这个with 它有怎么样 a dark， 它的这个有黑。深色暗色的然后 hairy 就是这个毛茸茸的 body， 它身体呢黑黑暗暗的有毛茸茸的，还有一个 a long 有一个很长的 scary looking 就是看起来很吓人的scary 就是这个很恐怖的很吓人的嘛所以看起来很吓人的一个 tongue 一个舌头哇，舌头看起来很可怕。那它呢 carries 它带着 sticks sticks可以是木棍，也可以是树枝就一条长长的木头
But here it's 木棍。
好，那这里是木棍他带着这个木棍然后呢，这个木棍他怎么样 ？That he uses， 他使用这个木棍来 hit 来打mischievous kids 调皮不乖的小孩，他就用木棍修理你。
On his back, the terrifying beast also has a basket to cart naughty boys and girls away to the underworld.
好，那在他的背上呢，这个 terrifying beast， terrifying 就是这个 causing great fear 就让你觉得很好恐怖的这样的一个 beast， 因为它已经不能说是人有点像野兽那种感觉的因为它有怎么样 dark hairy body 那它怎么样也有一个 basket， 它背上也背了一个篮子那这个篮子可以怎么样 cart 这个在这里当动词它名词是手推车，那当动词的话呢，就是用手推车来运送的意思或者就是运送的意思。
That's right. We often are carrying it because he doesn't have a vehicle here. He's just carrying them. Cart is just to take away.
所以在这里这个 cart 只是 take away 的意思就是拿走带走的意思所以那个篮子用来带走 naughty boys and girls 就很调皮的小男生小女生把他带走，带到哪里去呢一带就带到 the underworld 到阴间去了所以很厉害 yeah.
And the fact that they say underworld shows that it's pre-Christian. That's before we had the idea of hell. Before then it was like China with just 阴间。
好，那他这里用 the underworld， 他不用 hell， 那表示这是 pre-Christian 因为在这个基督教之前因为在那之前呢，异教里面才会谈到所谓的 the underworld， 像你去你读荷马的史诗，
right.
那都是 the underworld。
Exactly, that's right. The monster's origins are believed to date back to pre-Christian times, and even though the Catholic Church tried to get rid of this pagan character, his popularity has persisted. Pagan means this kind of 多神教 that they had before Christianity was spread all over Europe. And pagan customs and beliefs, they're very similar to traditional Chinese ones.
好，那这个 pagan 就是我们翻成异教的，也就是非基督教的。那很多所谓的 pagan 他们的做法、他们的信仰等等的，其实跟这个中国的很多信仰很类似，
传统的那样，
传统那些信仰很类似哈。所以我们可以看到他说这个地方，他说这个怪物哈 monster 它的 origins 它的起源呢 are believed to 就是据信啊，据大家相信是怎么样，可以 date back to 可以追溯到好 pre-Christian times 就是基督教之前，基督教还未出现的这个年代。然后呢 even though 虽然这个天主教教会 the Catholic Church tried 他们尝试着要 get rid of 要除掉要拿掉要踢掉这一个 pagan character 这个异教的一个角色。
Here for tried, I'd say 尽可能。
他对
Not just 试图 that sounds kind of 秀气，
有尽可能的意思哈。这样英文里面讲说 I tried 就是我已经尽力了。好，所以呢他们尽可能的要把它除掉啊。但是呢 his popularity 他受欢迎的这个状态跟程度呢 has persisted。好 persist 就是继续存在。好，那个 per 是用来你可以说它加强语气的，那 sist 这个字根呢其实是 stand 的意思。所以不管怎么样，你不管怎么样 K 他不怎么样赶他，他还是站在那边啊，一直站到尾啊，所以就是持续继续的存在的意思。
There are a lot of modern people now who have started to believe in paganism. It's become a popular modern religion.
那现在很多人呢，这个开始就相信这些 pagan 的异教的这个传统了哈。
They tend to be kind of weird.
Okay,
today we're going to talk about another quirky Christmas character. We only have 2 for today. There'll be more tomorrow. And the second one is Zvarta Pete. This is in Dutch, and it means Black Pete. Our first line, while Krampus may scare kids into being good so they can avoid his wrath, Zvarta Pete, or Black Pete, is a funny, kindly character in Dutch culture.
好，所以 while 用来对比啊，一方面呢，这 Krampus 他可能会 scare kids into being good， 他可能会把小孩吓到乖，哈，叫 scare kids into being good， 因为这样小孩就可以 avoid his wrath， 就可以避免他的暴怒，哈 ，wrath 就是愤怒、暴怒，哈，尤其是想要报仇啊、想要惩罚的那种愤怒。好，那这个一方面 Krampus 是这样的，但是呢，我们今天提到的黑彼得，那他告诉你英文，而 Black Pete 他是个 funny， 他是很有趣的 kindly 就是跟 kind 很像，就是很和善的那个sympathetic warm-hearted 这样的一个 character 在这个荷兰的文化里面。
He shows up before Christmas, December 5th to be exact, acting humorously and dressed in bright clothing to help Sinterklaas, a patron saint of children.
好 shows up 他什么时候出现呢？在圣诞节之前出现。然后呢 to be exact 如果准确的说是在12月5日那出来的时候呢 acting 他的这种分词他出来的时候他的行为是 humorously 很幽默的很滑稽的。然后呢 dressed in 他穿的是什么样的衣服呢？ bright clothing 穿很鲜艳的衣服clothing 就是衣服的总称。来干嘛呢？来帮忙这个 Sinterklaas。 那他是谁呢？括号告诉你他是个 patron saint of children patron 就是守护者，那 saint 是一个圣徒所以他是守护小孩的一个圣徒所以他是出来帮忙这个守护小孩的圣徒。
However, this seemingly innocent character is also controversial.
好，但是呢这个 seemingly 看起来好像 innocent 很无辜的一个这个character 也是
无邪
无邪呀，这个 innocent 再分无邪比较好他是个无邪的这样的一个character， 他也是非常的 controversial， 就是他也是有争论性的。
This is because those who pretend to be Zvarta Pete are Dutch people who use blackface to portray the dark-skinned character.
那为什么他会有争议呢？ This is because 因为那些要 pretend to be 他们想要假扮成为这个黑彼得的人呢，他们用的是 他们会怎么样？会 blackface 会把这个脸呢涂黑这样才能够 portray 就是扮演这个 dark-skinned character， 这个因为他肤色比较黑所以他们有的人要扮演这个黑彼得呢，就把他们的脸涂黑。
Because the performance resembles a minstrel show, many view it as racist, although not everyone sees it that way.
好，这个 minstrel show 就是一个涂黑脸的一种这个表演啊。那 minstrel 就是涂着黑脸的演出者啊。那这个是在19世纪还有20世纪初年呢一种这个喜剧的一种综艺表演啊。那它的特色就是这个白人的演员呢把那个脸涂成黑的啊。那有的人认为这个东西就是种族歧视啊，所以他说这个大家就觉得resemble 这很像啊，这个那种你今天如果扮黑彼得，就好像那种这个黑脸的这种剧团的表演啊，所以大家觉得你好像在歧视黑人。那他说很多人认为这是 racist， 这是歧视黑人的。虽然说 not everyone sees it that way 不是每个人都这样看。
All right, so look up 2 things after we're done with the broadcast. First of all, look up minstrel show. You can go to YouTube and have a look. And second, look up blackface because it is really controversial in the U.S. It's caused some people to have to resign, maybe from a political position because they used blackface when they were young for fun. And that is really, really a problem now with race politics in the U.S. So understand this is really, really touchy. Also, I have some Dutch friends, and they have discussed this before. So it is also affecting this character in Holland.
所以大家就可以上网去看一看这个 minstrel 它这种表演是什么样子。那另外这个问题在美国现在是非常的开始大家都很重视因为甚至有的政治人物可能因为他以前曾经扮过黑脸的这个人物就被迫要下台因为这种族的议题在美国现在是非常 touchy， 就是很敏感的。
Right. So look it up. There's a lot of stuff you should know about. That's it for today. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.